Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. Hello. I hope you're having a good weekend. I want to let you all know I am having an on-plan weekend. I have not blown it. It is a miracle. It is an absolute miracle. Thursday night, I did go into my weeklies quite a bit. Okay, so I think I had like a 60-point day. My daily points are 40, so I used quite a bit of my weeklies. Now, I had been kind of rolling over and all of those types of things. Not that I use rollovers, but I definitely had the points to use. Honestly, it didn't... It's weird. Okay, you guys tell me, does going into your weeklies just feel kind of like a little out of control or something? Or a little like hazardous? Like hazard, alert. Or is it just me? I don't. And I totally think you can eat your weeklies on this plan. They've built them into the plan. They're there for you to use the way that you want them. But for me, when I start like creeping into them, I go into like a yellow light. You know, my dailies are green light, my weeklies are yellow light, and then of course I have a red light where you're, like Fat Dad used to say, when you're out of points, stop eating points, right? So we have that red light, hard stop. When you're out, you're out. But I do feel kind of like, ooh, be careful. So, it's just like a door that once you open it, it's hard to close it. So, I had a great night Friday night and a great night because I went to Cheesecake Factory and I stayed on plan. That's why I'm like giving myself a pat on the back. And then yesterday was on plan and had 2 points left over at the end of the day. Feeling very satisfied and I feel good. Now, I had a sweet potato for dinner last night. And when I woke up this morning, I had hip pain. This is the second or third time I've correlated, like I've actually noticed that if I eat a sweet potato, the next morning I have hip pain. So I was looking up nightshade vegetables and arthritis and all that kind of good stuff. And I couldn't find like a lot of like data or evidence about it. I found some articles and things. So let me know what you guys know about that. And I had a baked potato last Sunday, no problems. But I'm noticing, because I'm not eating a lot of sweet potatoes, I'll go, a couple weeks without one, and I used to eat them all the time. And then if I have one, the next morning I'm waking up stiff. Lord, please don't take away the sweet potatoes. I mean, I don't know that the pain is worth the payoff. Like, I've been pretty, like, pain-free, except for if I eat a sweet potato, and then I have, like, stiffness and hip pain. Okay, I'm just gonna pray today at church that it's not the sweet potatoes. I'm having a contact lens crisis. I have run out of my bifocal, my old lady contacts, and all I have are my contacts I accidentally ordered my old prescription on. I don't know why they even filled it. Probably because that prescription he was this completely disorganized optometrist up in New York, actually up in Crestwood Station, I think is where his office was, if you guys know anything about New York, Yonkers area. And I mean, the place was just a disaster. It was disasterized, and he was digging through things the whole time I was there, and I was like, what is happening? Anyway, this has happened a couple times where I have this old prescription, and I mean, I lived in New York back in 2012 was when I moved from New York. Okay, he will just fill it because they have to verify the prescription, and I think he just hits, okay, yeah, I saw that lady 10 years ago or 9 years ago. Sure, why not? But it's my old prescription. So when I have those on, I can see great, drive great, everything's clear until I look down to read something like choir practice. I have choir materials with me this morning. This is our little choir book. I look down to read my notes, and stuff on the page, and we sing a cappella in our choir, and I can't read. So, we have these saint names from 4th century saint, I don't know, Perpetua. And I'll be like, Saint Papalupa. And I'll be like, wait a minute. There's no Saint Papalupa. I don't know if Saint Perpetua was 4th century. So don't check me on the history of that. I'm just throwing out examples. So I have my glasses on, and then I got my hair cut yesterday. I went and got my hair cut. That's another thing I get nervous about. Now, I have my girl that I go get my nails done, and she wears a mask. I wear a mask. The salon wears a mask. But, I am nervous about going. I don't know. You guys, I'm a little nervous. Part of it is because I know that I could potentially, be sick and give it to one of my moms or babies without knowing it. And that's the part I don't like, is this gray area thing. We're not going to get into a big discussion on this, but I'm just telling you why it was a big deal for me to go get my hair cut yesterday. Plus, my husband does not like it short. And I didn't go super short, but I did have to get some kind of style happening because it was just hanging. And so anyway, I got it, a little shorter. This is where I like it. I like it kind of I don't know if you probably can't see the back of it, but it's kind of like a shaggy inverted bob is what it's called. And when it dries curly, it scrunches up cute and has some layers to it, and it doesn't just hang. And then when I flat iron it, it looks a little bit more like I comb my hair. Growing up, my grandmother was always, I have naturally curly hair. She's always like, you need to go brush your hair. And I was like, Grandma, I have curly, these are curls. This is what curls do. You can't brush them. You just have a Brillo pad for a head. So I posted over on Instagram. My name over there is Ennis for Nurse 17, because I joined Instagram in 2017. That when she did my hair yesterday, she poofed it out. I had this huge, we're talking big, curled, poofy, big hair. So I went home from that. I never show my husband anymore after that. They do it every time where I live, because I think my hair, you can get it, sky high, basically. If you want to, you can tease it up, and I would have a huge head of hair, and my face is so round, I just look like a goofball. But they love to do that here, so I just don't even show him anymore, because I don't need the ridicule. And he always okay, so I came in the house yesterday, and he's like, hey, did you cut all your hair off? He's yelling that from his office, because he's so nervous because I've done some crazy things. I've shaved my head in the past. I used to be kind of punk rock, new wave. I know you don't believe me. I've posted pictures on those of you that have seen my regular Facebook profile, you've seen it. I've done all kinds of things to my hair. And one time he was traveling, he was on tour, because my husband's a musician. He was on tour singing, doing music. And I, one night, put my hair in a ponytail, and I just cut the ponytail off. And then I was like, well, that doesn't look right. So then I just shaved my head, basically, and I had no hair except for kind of top little curlicue things. It was weird. And then I bleached it blonde. So I got home yesterday. I'm digressing into this subject. I got home yesterday, and I immediately went to the bathroom, and I dyed my roots, because I wanted to dye it after I got it cut. Dyed my roots and did my whole thing. And then he was like, oh, I like it. He's going to tell me the truth. If I'm walking out of the house in something and I look like a Oompa Loompa, he's going to tell me, just like I will tell him if he has a big old hair growing out of his nose. We have a deal. We've been married almost 28 years. We've been together 30 years now. So we just tell each other, hey, not a good look on you, you know, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm on my way to church. On Sundays, we don't usually eat until later on in the day. And we usually have like potlucks and stuff. I didn't bring anything today, but because I'm not planning on eating here. But I think we're going to go back out for our barbecue. We like to go out for barbecue now at this place called, I forgot the name of it. I just forgot. It doesn't matter. You don't have it where you live. It's like a local place. So don't worry. But I'm going to get this baked potato again that you get turkey on the side, stuffed with turkey on inside of it, and I put some barbecue sauce on top. It's so good. So that's our plan for dinner later today, or dinner, because it's kind of like a lunch and dinner situation. And then I don't really know what else I'm eating. So we will see. It depends on when we get home. If I get home early, I'll have like a light lunch. I'm at the church, by the way. But if I get home late, you know. Okay, I'm going to go in. I hope you guys have a great day on plan. Stay in orbit out there. I do have a what I ate in a day from Friday that I'm going to try to edit and get up for you guys tomorrow. Just thought I would come on and say, hey, keep it together. Let's do this together. A lot of you guys have reached out to me and you're restarting with me. And so I'm here to, you know, it's hard for me to comment on everything, but I am trying to look through everything and hit a heart on it if I read it. Try to put some comments here and there. I get a lot of messages too, so just, you know, be aware of that. It's not that I'm being selective. There's one of me and a lot of you guys, and I want to be really supportive. So what that looks like really is me coming on here and talking to you guys on my channel. So know that I'm here supporting you. I'm rooting for you. You're not in this by yourself. There's a whole bunch of us. Look down in the comments. You know, comment on someone else's comment. That always makes people feel good. Give them a like. Say hi. You know, there's a huge community of us trying to get healthier. And my little group of people over here, super positive, really nice people. So reach out, make a friend. I will see you guys later. Bye.